All right, so I have Unity open. I'm going to look at creating some mouse input. I'm going to make a brand new scene for this. So, bye bye, Chico. We will return. Basic 2D built in. Let's get my zoom going. Okay, and I'm just going to add a game object for the player. Just create a 2D object. Capsule. Yeah. There's going to ask you something. So for the player, I'm not adding anything to it. It's just going to be an object that looks like. I'm scared. And then we just need an object that we can interact with, and it's going to have a rigid body on it. It's going to control with rigid body physics. So my object be another sprite, 2D object, sprite. Let us say a square or a circle. Let's say a square. And I'll call it object. And then both these, it's going to need, on the object, it's going to need a rigid body 2D and a collider. So I'll add both of those two things. Box collider 2D, already here. And I'll add a rigid body 2D as well. Let me save that scene. Okay, so the pickup object is going to need a script so that we're able to interact with it. I'm going to add a new script here. Let's go back to my scripts folder. Create new C# script. I'll name it pickup object. Pickup object. Pickup object. I'll just open it up in our code editor and start adding the logic. I'm going to use both the start and the update methods. I'm going to keep them. All right, okay. Keep them in action. Just add some variables. So we need a bool to check true or false. Is an object being held? Is the object being held? So public bool is being held. False by default. We're going to need to record an offset position to record the distance between the mouse click and the object being clicked on. So offset distance means we need a vector 3 for the offset value. That can be private. I don't need to see that detail in the inspector. And then just so we can access the rigid body, I'll store it here. Rigid body 2D as OR_B. And then in start, we're going to just call that rigid body OR_B equals get component. Epic. Beautiful. So, okay, get component rigid body 2D, and it needs the method argument open close. Next, we're going to get into our mouse interaction. And just a reference about mouse behavior. There are 3 ways we can interact with a mouse. And there are 3 standard buttons that every mouse has. So like get key and get key down and get key up, we have get mouse button. And with just get mouse button, it means the left mouse button is being held down, clicking repeatedly. And then the number here refers to whether it is the left mouse button, the right mouse button, or the middle mouse button. So 0, 1, and 2 are the standard bindings. And also if you're developing for mobile, left mouse button counts as tap, one tap, and then right click I think is the 2-finger tap. So these work as touch controls as well. And there are other things. You can access the scroll wheel plus, scroll wheel minus as well. There's a bunch of other things you can refer to. But get mouse button just means it's being held down, the number which button is being held down. For our interaction, we want to detect when we're clicking down first and when we are releasing. So get mouse button down means we just pressed the button once. It's clicked once. Pressed left click, not held down. And get mouse button up means we've stopped pressing left click. We've lifted up the mouse button. So down and up. Let's make some functions for exactly those two things. I'm going to make a function for void on mouse up. And one for on mouse down. So when we click this mouse button down, we want to calculate the offset position between where the mouse clicks and where the object is so that it doesn't snap when we click. So our offset, our vector3 value, it's already given me the relevant thing. That's usually what we're looking for. The transform position. And then a function that we haven't used before, get mouse world position. Uh-oh, uh-oh, is it deprecated? Oh no. Uh-oh. Damn, it's gone. I knew there's a new input system. Okay, get mouse world position. Unity C#. Screen space to world point inside it. Mm-hmm. That may be the fix. I know they updated the input stuff for mice for Unity 6. I just didn't think they'd gone backwards with it. Okay, let's say is being held is true. Because we're holding it. This could be wrong, this whole line here. I may have to fix this later. Okay, that was right. Is being held as true. And then we just want to disable the physics while the object's being held. So we'll just turn the gravity off, basically. Or v dot gravity scale equals 0. And whatever speed it has, dot velocity equals 0 as well. Oh, but I need to use a vector. It can't just be a string. Yeah, vector 2 dot 0 with the z. On mouse up, we're going to disable our bool is being held as true. Is being held is false. Again, when we release the mouse, it's false. We can re-enable our physics. Or v dot gravity scale. We'll set it back to 1. And that's it, because the bool is going to handle whether the thing falls or drops. We're just flicking between those. You know what? This isn't going to work. I need my camera screen main to world point in there as well. So I'm actually going to have to make a function to hold this. Yeah, this isn't going to work. Okay. Sorry, one more function before I get into update. Hello? So guess mouse world. Yeah, it's all fine. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so we need a vector3 function. Get mouse world pause to calculate its position. Because input is just going to calculate where it is, but it's not going to add in the offset value. But I am going to use this in my get mouse world pause. Make a new vector3 and call it mouse position. Mouse pause. And there I'll take this value. We're going to set our Z depth to very small, in fact to 0 since it's a 2D game. As pos.z, the z-axis, equals 0f. So our forward direction is going to be quite small. And as looking to return a value, we won't be returning mouse position. We'll be returning our camera screen to world point. So what this function does, it transforms a point from screen space into world space. So in our UI stuff, we're just operating in screen space. Things exist in front of you, you can click on it. So the UI system is already in screen space. World space is 3D or 2D in 2D games, for 2D, but you still have to cast a ray and shoot it to where it is. So basically converts it into pixel units. So you can actually click into your real game, you can access rigid bodies, characters, you can set things down. So we need this screen to world point in order to interact with anything that isn't in the UI. So I'll return camera dot and main is the main camera. If you had other ones, you could define them other ways. So our main camera, and we'll use our screen to world point. Whoops. And it's looking for an argument or a value to take on to non-delegate type vector 3. Yeah. So we need to return as a vector 3. We have a vector 3 here. Our mouse position. That's the one we're going to be looking for the whole time. Mouse pause. So no void in front of this because it's returning a value. All the ones with void do not return a value because they're calculating something that is constantly being used. And then this function, where I thought I could call input up here, wouldn't work, but I can call this function which will calculate our camera main to screen world point. So I'll copy. And that'll calculate our offset from where transform position is the object's transform position. This code will go on the object and not the player. And then the final part is actually get it to run in update. Actually call all of this. Check which bool. Is it true? Is it false? True. False. And act accordingly. So we don't need to write input.getMouseUp because this function calls our mouse. This is like on trigger enter, on collider enter, collision enter. All we need to check here is if the bool is true or false. So if is being held, and I could say is equal to true, but I don't need to. By declaring it at all, I'm saying is it true? And then the transform position on update. And it's giving me the autocomplete. So only when it's being held, when that bool is true, is the transform position of the object going to move to where the mouse world position is. And since we calculated, hey, thank you. We're just at the end of the code. We're getting cheers. My public, they love me. We have this offset value as well that we need to add into it. So where the mouse is plus the offset. Value. So we can move the object with the mouse while maintaining offset. Bless you. So top to bottom again. Only 3 variables needed for this. The offset distance, the rigid body itself, and is being held. Start, we just get the rigid body just to make it easier to write our code later. On mouse down is going to call when the mouse clicks down. On mouse up when it clicks up. And in on mouse down, we calculate our offset based on where our mouse is when we click. So we're calling this method up here. And then all mouse up does is disable the vector and re-enable physics. So it'll stop being held and the gravity will come back on. So you can pick up rigid body objects and then drop them using physics. So let's test this out. I'm going to actually add a ground so my cube doesn't disappear. 2D object sprite square, add a collider, box collider. And now if I press play, this falls down. Oh, it doesn't collide with anything. Interesting. Ah, yeah, I used the wrong box collider. No 2D. Box collider 2D, and now this should collide. Hooray! Can I pick it up? Do you think I can? Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's missing? What have I missed? What do you think? Why is it not clicking and picking up? Very simple. Much more basic than that. No, it has a rigid body. Square, rigid body, box collider. But it's not. Why? Why? Yeah, why is it not working? Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio. I chanced upon him as a youth, rode upon his back. Want to do Shakespeare? I'll do Shakespeare. No, very, very basic. I didn't put the script on anything. The script isn't running on anything. And the script is looking for a rigid body. It is looking for, is it being held? So obviously it goes on any object that I want to be able to pick up. So let me add that script right now. Pick up object on the square. I will call you object. Thank you, Sensei. And there you can see the is being held. Check on or off. I press play right now. And now, fall, quick. Oh, I can pick it up. I can let it go. I can pick it up. I can let it go. We can add more. Let me pause that. Now I've got a whole bunch of things. I can stack. I can use the physics. And also with this logic, you could probably make your characters pick up and drop things. What if I added Chico into the mix? Hey, Chico. Oops. There he is. Now it's Chico time. Oh, Chico can't get past. Let's get this out of the way of Chico. Lots of things you could do. Oh, me head. Hey, oh, it's Chico time, all right. Is there anything Chico can't do? I don't know. Oh, and plus, if I wanted to be able to pick up Chico, I could just add that script again. Where are we? Scripts. Oh, maybe not. I can pick Chico up. I can drop him places. And he's still an... Oh, dear. I've messed things up. Somehow this messed up Chico, being able to pick him up. Oh, okay. I'll catch him. Where are you, Chico? Where are you? Oh! Yeah, catch the Chico. Well, that's what I'm hoping, that this mouse interaction is going to open up some new ideas for you. Like now you can push things around with the mouse. Many games that use this. Look at something. Oh, yeah. Have you ever played this game before? Fully mouse interaction. Hue. Match the hue. Oh, good. Click to set, mouse down. And then it's just tracking mouse position to get this slider and a color changing of all the hues. So all you need is mouse input and you can make a pretty challenging game. Do you want to try it? It's right here. Color method.ac, you remember Boolean method, hand tool method, the Bezier method. Oh, good. Oh dear. And then it gets harder. I had a student doing exactly that. He got 67%. I was very impressed. He was fully colorblind. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't do it. Yep. Very good. Yeah. One mechanic, one input, just mouse and click. Get it all together. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's green, right? It's green. Oh, oh, just very good. I want it perfect. And then it gets harder because it goes to analogous and then triadic and then tetradic. The most confusing. I encourage you to try it. Colormethod.ac. It's actually a pretty compelling game. Short, one way of inputting. Mouse control. Oh, yeah. Okay, how do I make this? Whatever. No. I'm trying to be a waiter. Your drink, sir? But I needed to follow. Yeah. Okay, all right. That's mass interaction. I'll put my notes, my tutorial notes, up on Moodle, so you can look at it later, or you can just watch the tutorial video. Here's one that only uses clicks. An eye test. When's the last time you got your eyes tested? Can you find the lighter color? There it is. What about here? You played this? Harder and harder as you go. All clicks. All clicks. Oh, oh, oh. Tough. Oh. Brat Summer. Fourth right? Really? That I can see. No. Nah, yeah. Not easy. Now imagine this. You see it. This is that one. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, they send me a message. Hmm? Yeah, okay. Uh, no. There's another game I quite like as well. Hexagon Puzzle by this unknown developer. Probably. I mean, they can have it. Whatever I have, they can have it. Oh, look at this guy. He was drawing werewolf characters. We've got him. Bang to rights. Okay, that seems to be broken. I was playing it earlier though, and it worked. Here we go. No, we don't. Oh. Mm. Oh. Oh. Oh, I don't know. Yes. Oh. No. Hey, try it yourself, guys. Color the tomorrow español. Espan. Color with a K. .moro.es. I can put all of these games. I'll put a link to all these games up as well, just so you can look at mouse control games. They're all educational, and they're actually UX games. But now this, which hex code is it? Did you memorize? Try again. That was 784. 5ED. Try again. That was 518. Aha, green. You're right. That's good. That's good deduction. Let's go up to difficulty 10. Because that starts with fives. I mean, it can. You can just Google this and find it out. Go on, pick one. Oh, that was BB, and that's B5, and that was a reddish thing. So I think we can limit to the warms. Last one. There is a logic to it, yeah. If you know where, if you get one reference. 7. Not that one. Probably not. So look at just the blue, blue, blue. I feel like no. Any blue. Damn. Okay, pink. Damn. Which one? 5 greens. This one? Be serious. Yep. Colors. Oh yeah, they're just more of this stuff. A, B, C, or D. Which is Myriad font? I think everyone should know. Oh, you think B? Incorrect, I'm afraid. You're so close. It's actually A. I just know it's a sans serif. That's a serif font, so definitely not that one. These ones are close. It's just that they're so similar, but I think that might be Myriad Pro. Anyway, that's fun games. All right, what else? I had something more to do. Eh, whatever. Okay, you've all read the brief, yes? Vertical slice, demo length. Have you seen this brief? No. Well, the pre-production unit in the last assignment is going to be taken forward in this, a vertical slice prototype. Have you heard the word vertical slice before? It doesn't mean a very tall slice of cake. Anyway, fully functioning segment of a game project. The Demolink game represents a cross section through all the layers of the system, hence vertical slice. So everything that you're going to develop for the game, you just kind of represent it, but you don't have to develop the whole game. It's a demo length, short version. Showcasing how the different components work together, effectively demonstrating a piece of functionality rather than just one isolated layer. So if you're like trying to get investment, you don't just say, here's level 1. You kind of show them the juiciest bits. You say, hey, this is what it looks like when you encounter on a big event, something like that. So demo length looks like final product. Still a team project, but you can submit as an individual. And I'm looking for the prototype, the project, and just a short PDF talking about any evidence, play testing, player feedback. Should be testing at this stage if you have a prototype. Brief game description, just tell me what's changed since the Trello, basically. We wanted to do this, we couldn't. We had to compromise. Compromise is a big part of game design. And you have 26 days and 6 hours. And in fact, I realize now the 21st of April is a bank holiday, so I'll probably move to the 22nd. 27 days. Another? The final assignment. The thing you made the Trello for. I want the thing. Yeah. But, because rather than just showing the first level of the game, you kind of get a view of every part of the game. So vertical slice, yeah, yeah. So rather than just one isolated layer, like this is the movement mechanic, you're like, no, I want to show everything that the game is about. Yeah. But still a short game. Mm-hmm. 22nd, yeah. I'll change it right now, but what am I doing? Saying I will change it. That's the easiest thing to change. Which is the first day of your exams. So, good luck. Just one exam. Oh, cool. Then, yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll put it on the 22nd. Great. You have 3 days to study after that. Juan, do you want to just hit the lights there since we're going to go for a break? Cheers.